Well, Coach, first things first, a bit of a historic importance to this match on Friday with UIC playing its first Mid-American Conference match. As a program, what do they bring to the MAC, and how did that move strengthen the league?
Well, yeah, there's been some discussions over the years. Binghamton had been an affiliate member for a while, and I think they wanted to find something a little closer to their geographical area, which made sense for them and for us too. So, we as coaches started talking about it, and UIC is a natural fit. There were some others we were looking at as well, but they're a good team. Their coach has been there for a couple years, and they're going to be a real test for us, I think, tomorrow. And I think the league is thinking about this. I think the Mid-American Conference is probably as balanced as it's ever been this year.
And Jackson said, as a whole, you've seen an improvement in the league, and then Ferdinand talked about the parity that he saw, when we hosted the indoor Max. Do you agree with that? And what have you seen from the rest of the league so far?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know exactly who won all the different flights. I think Toledo came away with the most hardware at the the unofficial MAC indoor in November, but. Yeah, I think it's a very balanced league. I think it's important to get off to a good start here, and we're looking forward to getting to host these first two at home this weekend.
Bit of a different makeup for the team this year with several freshmen. How have you seen your senior class develop into leaders over the years, not necessarily having that experience to bring along young kids, because there's always been just a handful of them?
Yeah, it really is. It's maybe the first time in my career that we've had this kind of a roster. We've got 4 seniors, 2 juniors, 5 freshmen, and all the freshmen are getting some playing time, and I think they bring a youthful exuberance. They're all great fighters, and I think the upperclassmen and the freshmen are bringing out the best in each other. So it's been fun. It's been a fun group to coach.
This is a program with championship expectations every season. Is that for you to instill on the freshmen, or do you let the team take care of that?
I'm not sure if it's just a natural development. I think they see the banners at West Hills, and I'm sure our guys talk about it a little bit. I think when we're recruiting them, we talk about our history, and I think they probably, get on the website and know those things as well. But, we just take them one at a time. I think we're playing good tennis right now. We've had a great February, winning 6 in a row after starting off 2 and 3 in January, and being in the rankings now, 71 in the national rankings. So hopefully we can, continue to do our part. Everybody does their part, and one point at a time.
From the fall to the non-conference season here in the spring, who are some guys that you've seen a lot of growth from?
Well. Our young guys, I think Ashton has done a great job. Both Ashton and Anton have only one loss in a dual match season. Ben and Anton are always going to be right up there at the top in the league. I think Jackson Boone has really stepped it up. Each guy's doing their part. Ferdy as a senior in the doubles is holding that spot down with Adrian. So I think all the guys have stepped up their play. Mate Kaiser at number 5 has accepted the challenge. We took him out, after a weekend there at Purdue, and he's stepped it up. I think he's accepted the challenge, and all those guys are fighting hard for us.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Yep, thank you. Go Broncos.
Jackson, kind of the same question I asked Ferdinand. It's your senior year. You're heading into your final Mid-American Conference season. What does that feel like?
It's great. There's been a lot of ups and downs here at Western Michigan, as there will be with any strong program who has a winning culture. And I think the 3 years have been incredibly formative, especially in this last semester, taking on a different role of the team, being that captain, kind of giving that leadership. And I'm looking forward to it.
How much has that changed you? The fact that you have to be a leader now, you have a really young team with, the lot of freshmen.
I can see it bleeding out into almost every other aspect, of my life, especially with school here. It makes me feel more responsible with school, with friends, just relationships in general. And I think I couldn't be more grateful for the opportunities that Western Michigan has lent me, and that will continue into this last stretch here with conference.
You were a guy that as a freshman saw, a lot of playing time, and same thing as a sophomore, junior, and now a senior. How do you use that experience to help, the 3 to 4 freshmen that we see frequently in the lineup?
Yeah, it's already been so far that they've had their moments, they've had their good moments, their bad moments, and as being someone who's gone through their fair share of those, it's a good outlet for me to be able to talk about that with them, and I think it helps them and helps me at the same time to discuss the things that are going well and things that aren't going well, and how to develop from there. So.
And then, same question. How do you stay hungry? I mean, this is a program that's going for its 29th regular season championship, and that's kind of the expectation here.
Yeah, it's a good question. I think, Coach Morin, he's obviously, that's a question for him, right? Because, over 20 rings. But for us, last year, I think we kind of fell short a little bit. And I think everyone that's returned knows that. And we've also, put that mindset on the freshmen, I think. Obviously, they want to come in and prove something. And so I think there's a equal amount of hunger to have success this semester. So, I don't think there's any issue there.
All right. Thanks, Jackson.
Thank you.
Fernand, you begin your final Mid-American Conference season this weekend. How has it been for you, your experience at Western Michigan, and obviously a program with championship expectations? How do you stay, hungry and keep improving?
I think overall it's been a huge pleasure getting to this program. I mean, the first year was tough for me personally. I was dealing with injuries, then COVID, but then after that it got better and better for me personally. And it's just been a huge, pleasure being around all these great guys, our coaches, the guys I played with, the guys that came in, especially now with the new freshmen that really keep you on your toes with the energy, with the commitment, and with the desire. And it's just a huge pleasure being here.
You haven't really had a big freshman class since yours when you guys came in. How have you taken them under your wing and as one of the captains, been a leader to them?
Yeah, I think for us personally, as seniors, we had great upperclassmen when we were younger. I think about Yannick, Peter, and also Finn. They really were a great example for us, really had us under their wings. And it was just, great inspiration. Also, they brought the winning culture, and then we were able to adapt it. And hopefully we can continue that streak with the new freshmen and leading them to victory and keep winning.
A little bit less of an international flair from this freshman class. Do you miss your fellow Germans?
Yeah, it's the first time that I'm here and cannot speak any German. That's unfamiliar. Usually, I've lived with Germans the whole time I've been here, basically, and it's always been like a dual language situation for me. Now it's solely English. And it's different, but it's fine, at the end.
Illinois, Chicago, you guys play on Friday, now a member of the Mid-American Conference. It's a team that you guys would see frequently in your non-conference and in the fall tournaments. What do they bring as a program, and what do you expect from them?
I think, we've played them, our sophomore year, and I can't remember much, but I think it was probably, very close. The Mid-American Conference has been, getting closer and closer. We saw that at the MAC Invite, there was lots of parity. So I expect a tough battle, and hopefully, if we can put all things together, we can end up victorious on Friday against them.